jealousy, probably the reason you get sucked by me. If improperly addresses she in my presence, blind with pride, just live the dream. Made to believe that deviation from her plan would lead to the devastation of a nation, no one around me. How can this be? Actions opposite of what she preach. Tells me be free, then she over short is on my leash, and I overlook it. Can't believe that she's crooked. Look at everything she done, plenty blessings I took from. Just the thought of it gives me sugar. Double cross me, she wouldn't. Couldn't fathom the plots and plans against a man when she cooking. Come on, put it. Know I love you and it's grown since birth. Elementary, learn your pledge. Tell me why you came first. Blood, sweat, and tears drop in the bucket. So much more you're worth. No, you never do me harm, and I'm defending you to dirt. So
send me to my grave.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, yeah.
Send me to my grave.
What? Big bitch gon' be the death of me.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I said yeah. Oh, yeah.
I got a big mean woman.
Check it out now, lately she's influenced by power, corruption, money, greed. Funny thing, nothing folks invincible with something she needs. Barely feeds her own seeds, trapped and struggling at home. I know she see me bleed, she disrespect, once more I'm gone. Tap my paycheck, tap my phone, watch what hand with the road I'm on. Once take the bank, since illegally on. That right there, fucking straw draw. I think bitch is officially on. I ain't giving up till one of us gone. Time for me to make the real point of the song. Hitting them patriot about to be known. It's gotta be the oath to the Constitution. Men run you, better watch you doing. Frigid little mo, keep trying to rule. Rights we were born with, we ain't gotta prove them. How are you abused? Got shit confused. You work for the people, don't serve you. I'ma say it one more time, better watch you do. Big brother, little boy sees you. Catching out on these game schemes. Capitalist, corporate, federal money machines. Pharmaceuticals companies that talk the genes. Fluoride in the water and food causing disease. Mainstream media dumb us down. Broken politicians running into the ground. The one we lost, we don't know where to go. Introduced to a savior, NWO.
Send me to my grave.
Oh no, I don't think so, baby.
Send me to my grave.
What? Big bitch won't be the death of me.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I say yeah. Oh,
I got a big mean woman.
I solemnly that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. So help me.
liberty and justice. Steady losing. Only American dream if you're snoozing. Wake up, we cruising, but who got control? Certainly ain't the people, don't believe that shit no more. Drivers driving reckless, back to reckless. We all getting ejected, and when this happen, man, the whole world gets affected. So to leaders once respected, tell them.
Yo, what's up, brother?
What up, my brother? What the we gonna get into tonight, man? These girls, they just took over the show. They just came in the studio, kicked me out of my chair. I don't know what to do, man. I'm about to get on my bike. What are you doing?
I don't know what to do either. I was kind of like scoping out what Chachy and Kristin were talking about this week. They got this thing on lock, man. Like, they don't need us at all. We can just get out of here.
Well, hey, listen, listen. The day off for me is a day of free money. So I think we can just get on the bike. I think Two Wheel Tuesdays is going on. Let's go check that out.
Yeah, actually, it's some good weather. Let's ride out.
Yeah, I'm definitely. All right, I'm about to hit the garage. White bike down, looking pretty. I'm gonna take out the Indian, and I'll meet you in front of the shop.
All right, bet. I'll be there in 10.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Hey guys, I'm Kristin. I am a new rider to the scene. Only been riding for 2 seasons now. This is my third. I have a Ninja 400 and I just got an S1000 RR. So learning that, it's been a lot different than the 400, I'll tell you that. But I'm getting there. So I'm excited for tonight because we have these lovely, lovely ladies on with us, and March is Women's History Month. So I know we have lots of women riders out there now and lots of people wanting to learn. So, yeah, let's get started and let's introduce the guests for tonight. We have Marika, Bonnie, and
Hi,
Kayleigh.
hi guys. I'm Marika. So I run Ruts To Racelines. It's a women's focused track days and dirt bike riding classes for women. I've been riding about 15 years. I did my first track day in 2011. I was doing 20 to 30 track days a season for probably 7 years or so. And then I came back. I wasn't riding street at all because street scared me. And then I came back on the street just because I cut back my number of track days and I really wanted to continue riding. So I got myself another street bike and was doing some street riding and some dirt riding. My husband and I do dirt bike riding classes called GPMX Dirty Girls. We do all women classes and we also teach beginner classes. And he's a motocross coach, so he teaches anything from very beginners to pro motocross riders. I have about 6 bikes, one for each discipline. I have dual sport bikes. I have a little Honda Monkey. I have a track dedicated bike. I have a scrambler. I have a street bike. And dirt is pretty new to me. I've been riding dirt for about 5 years. It has helped me in my racing when I was racing on the track. And it has definitely helped me in my street riding for sure. And this is why I cannot express how much cross trading is good for you as a rider, and it help you become a more aware and safer rider on the street.
Nice. And Bonnie, do you want to give us a bit of an introduction?
Sure. My name is Vani. I've been riding for about 10 years now. I got hooked on motorcycles because my mom came home one day with one and that was all she wrote. I've been riding the track for the past 2 years. On the street, I ride with Brooklyn Hood Ladies, so shout out to my Hood Ladies. Um, I This year is the year that I'm really getting deeper into track, thankfully. So I have turned my original bike, which was a 2012 ZX6, into my fully dedicated track bike. But I still have my BMW S1000 as my street bike. So I'm really excited for this season. With COVID, everything kind of slowed down. So now everything's picking back up. So I'm really excited to just get outside and on the track again, too.
Nice. I'm excited to try track too. Kayleigh.
Well, you should.
Hey guys, my name's Kayleigh. Um, I guess I'm still somewhat new to the track. I've only been riding for about 5 years altogether, besides when I was super little. Um, I did one season on the street, and then after my first track day, it was game over, and I just fell in love with the track. Plus, having the ambulance there is a pretty good feeling in case anything happens. Um, I started out at the track and I just thought it was going to be something to do for fun or just a new hobby to do. But as I progressed, I told myself once I got my advanced bump that I would get my racing license, which was terrifying. But after my first race I did, it was just like, it's just a feeling that you can't explain to people. If they don't do it, they'll never understand. So that's what I really like about it. And then I was asked to coach with N2. They're a really great organization to ride with. They'll help you from beginning to expert to racing. And then I was asked to help Marika with her Ruts To Racelines event, which is my favorite event of the year. Now I'm excited because we're traveling north. Safety Track's where I did my first track day, so to go back there as a coach and to help other girls feel confident and comfortable out there is something that I'm really looking forward to.
Nice. Yeah.
So yeah, you and I were talking about because you wanted to learn how to ride on your own. So you and I were talking, and I said that learning on a dirt bike is a lot easier and a lot safer. I'm not saying that taking the MSF course is definitely a way to go, one way to go, but you're on a bigger bike and you're on the pavement. We use 100cc, are a lot smaller. They're a fraction of the weight of the bigger bikes, and you learn everything that you will learn on the bigger street bikes. You learn clutch control. You learn how to all the controls: clutch, brake, front, rear, turning them. When I took the MSF course, I almost dropped the bike. Like, our biggest fear is dropping those big bikes because, first of all, we're anxious. We're getting ready to shit ourselves because we're so nervous, and everybody's like staring at us, and we're afraid that we're going to be humiliated because we're going to drop the bike. Like, I almost dropped it when I was put my foot off the foot peg. My pant leg got caught on the foot peg, and I almost dropped the bike that way. With the smaller CC dirt bikes, if you drop it, no big deal. You're on the grass, right? And the bikes are made to be dropped. They can take a licking. And they're so much lighter, and they're just so much easier to maneuver. So I definitely recommend it for smaller stature, like kids, or smaller women, or women that just want to learn in a different environment instead of at the MSF.
I'm 5'4" and I tippy toe on my Ninja, and I had to get the beamer lowered. I couldn't do it. Now I just tippy toe on a beamer.
You just gotta do the leg dangle where one
toe is light.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get one
or ride in heels
on one side.
Yeah, I gotta try to ride in heels.
That's all you need, girl. That's all you need. That's my specialty. I love riding in heels. Oh yeah, all the time. I put on my thigh-high boots, girl.
Oh.
I put my thigh-high boots on and my little crop top and my jeans, and I go outside and I am cute, honey. I don't care. Yeah, see? Oh, well, then make sure I come over, because I'm definitely trying to recruit her now.
So where's your foot?
So literally, when I do it, like, it's like a whole science. It's like literally a whole science. So I use like my boots that have like a little bit of a platform, right? And so you just literally just rest your foot on the peg, but sometimes I'll hook my heel on the peg. But when you come to the light, you have that extra like level, so you can plant your foot flat. So I'm really comfortable in heels on my bike.
Into the
it's
peg,
a whole
it just
science.
sounds like a disaster to me. That just does not sound. That's like the road cyclists that clip their shoes into the clips. I always look at them like, how do you unclip fast enough? Like, if something is like you're losing your balance and you're trapped. You're like stuck there.
No, thankfully I've never had that problem. Like, when I ride with my girls and we're going to an event, sometimes we have our heels on and we take our time and get where we gotta go and look hot at a light. It's safety first, but we have our moments where we like to be a little bit extra, and we definitely succeed when we want to be a little extra, and we like it.
Look, I thought I was doing something when I would strap my heels in the little bungee cord on the back of the bike.
Oh, we've done that too. Well, it was funny. We rode to a brunch party, and we were like, oh, we're going to drive. We're like, man, it's hot. And there's not
Bonnie's
any
still on that
parking.
Wi-Fi.
And the man, we got.
And look, I'm the one with the stolen Wi-Fi.
She'll be back.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is acting funky today. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
You're back.
Okay. There's like a delay on my end, so I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm good. You can hear me fine, right? Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I'm good.
So that it's like a really hard thing to like still be a girl, look good on a bike. Like I feel like that's why we do have to try to wear heels, and there's not enough like nice gear to still look like a girl and still be a motorcycle rider.
So you got to customize your stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Add a little glitter here. Mm-hmm. So I wear a bandana. I tie it down. Sometimes I'll throw on a bonnet when I have my, very pretty wigs on. I'll throw a bonnet on. It fits under my helmet, it tucks everything in, and I go about my business.
Yeah. So the first season, I didn't do
Yeah,
anything
you
with my
gotta
hair. I
either
just let it
braid
fly.
them or tuck them. And then when you get back, you have a bird's nest, right?
So
Yeah,
I
so you
want to I
gotta
want to
either
say some,
braid it or bun it.
so I want to introduce you girls to actually one of our sponsors for the for Ruts To Racelines this year. It's called Hightail Hair, and it's like this. I wish I had a picture of it. It goes on the back of your helmet. It's like a kind of like a wrap, and you tuck your hair up into it. You put your helmet on, and then you tuck your hair up in it. So the whole thing, you don't even have a little bit of a braid sticking out. There's nothing. So your entire hair is protected. You've got to check this thing out. Like go on the website and check them out. It's called Hightail Hair. It will change your life, especially long hair. Even when we braid the hair, right, Kayleigh, the ends still get all knotted up.
I re-braid my hair after every session, pretty much, because it gets knotted either way.
It's like dead ends, split ends. And...
Exactly. It's terrible for your ends. And hightail hair will change your life.
Okay. Right now, I just wrap my hair up, put it inside of a cap, and then put my helmet on. Like, that's what I do. So far,
my hair won't fit in my helmet. Like this Dutch braid, I can't do that with my helmet on because it's too tight.
Yeah.
Too much hair.
I try to like smack it straight down, make sure it fits in. Because once it comes off, it's just like flows, you know?
Yeah, and then you get the sexy hair release. Come on, you're living life here.
Yes.
Do that thing?
Yes.
Drive all the boys crazy? Yeah, that. What Chachy just did.
So, Kristin, exactly. Kristin, I have a question.
Yeah.
For you, the 1,000, like you skip like a couple you go straight to the 1,000.
So honestly, I wanted my next step. I wanted it to be a 750, but I don't know, the Gixxers, it wasn't looking pretty enough for me, and the same amount of money I was spending on a Gixxer, I would have spent on a Beamer. So, and a Beamer is my dream bike. I completely love it. I've loved it ever since I saw it. I knew exactly how I wanted it. So I'm like, look, I can handle it. It'll take practice. It's like riding a new bike. Let me learn my gears. Let me take my time. I don't have to go to sixth gear. I don't have to go to fifth gear right now. I'm just take my time and learn it in my own way, not be rushed by anyone. And yeah, I've ridden it. This is my third time riding it. We went to Food Truck Paradise in Connecticut. We did that ride on Sunday.
Okay, yeah.
So it was beautiful out. And I love the bike.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My only thing was I felt like the clutch was too hard, but I think I just have muscles, and I think that's why it was too hard.
Are you riding the 1,000 at Jennings?
I mean, you could adjust that. That's easy.
Yeah. So I can adjust it, but I have to work on my muscles too. Yeah. But getting your question, I'm gonna bring the 400 to the track. and then
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
love
ride
it.
around the street with the 1000.
Yeah, the 400 is probably the best way to go. The smaller the bike, it's just easier because you're not worried about all the power or anything going into it. So kind of slow everything down to gain the knowledge of entry speed and everything like that. It's way easier. I started on a 600 and it was okay, but like riding the little bikes, it's a game changer. Like it slows everything down so you can really maximize your knowledge when you're out there, and then that all carries over to the bigger bikes.
Yeah, I love my
Absolutely.
400. I feel like I can control it so much better than the 1000. At least for now, until I learn the 1000 more. But the 400, oh, just like it's so nimble, easy to maneuver through traffic, and on the turns, it's just great. I love it. That's my baby, first bike.
Don't get rid of that bike. You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
No,
don't
no,
get
no,
rid of
I'm
that.
not
That's
getting
going
rid
to
of
be your
it.
Yeah,
track
definitely.
bike.
Oh,
I-
absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of slowing things down, who wears earplugs? The ones, Kayleigh. What about
Cannot
you,
ride
Bonnie?
without 'em.
I wear headphones. I need music when I
On the
ride.
track, you wear
Yeah,
headphones, music.
yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I need motivation to keep me like focused in what I'm doing. Like the times that I go without my music, I'm like talking to myself, which is fine, but I find that my music like calms me down. So like I'm not freaking out every time I get to a turn. Like, oh my God, set up. Okay, do this, lean this way, do that. I'm just like, okay, and we're flowing here and we're going through the turn.
Is there a reason why you asked if they wear
So, what's your headset of choice?
like earplugs?
Like, this is
I just use regular earplugs that you can buy from like.
I have my
Lowe's or
earpods because then I
whatever.
But is there a reason? Is it like noise or something
just
that you guys are blocking out?
talk.
Yeah,
I'll let
so
Marika
Yeah.
earplugs, when you're on the track, and sometimes on the street, but definitely on the track, it slows everything down. Like it slows all the background noise. You can still hear your bike, you can still hear a bike beside you, so you don't have to worry about that, but it really does slow everything down. And I can't, if I go out in a session and I forgot to put my earplugs in, I'll pull back in. I can't ride without earplugs on the
It's
track.
more like a concentration thing.
So, Kristin, the reason I asked is I want you to, on your second day, okay, when you get a little bit more relaxed on the track, I want you to bring a pair of earplugs with you, and I want you to try them. If
Okay.
you don't like them, you can take them out, but I want you to try it.
I've
Give it a
already
chance,
packed the
though.
pair.
It was very weird for me at first, and I was like, no, like I won't be able to hear anything, but it literally blocks out everything that you don't need to hear.
Right.
So then you just hear your bike. You don't
And you
hear
just,
random noises your bike's making. You sound like it's gonna break or whatever. You just hear your bike, and like Marika was saying, the bike's around you, but it does, I don't know, it's just peaceful to have those in. You don't hear anything else going on. It's just your bike.
Yeah. It probably will help me focus more on what I'm doing and my body positioning
Yeah,
versus like, music for at least the first time,
right.
So, what do you guys really recommend to wear
excited.
or pack for the first day on the track?
so I actually have a checklist on my website of like track day.
I'm going.
So first of all, this is the most important thing. Don't forget the key to your bike. That's actually on the checklist.
Yeah,
And there's a reason that's on the
Yes.
checklist.
it's happened.
So you should definitely bring like some light food, light snacks, like a cooler, full of something to healthy to snack on. You don't want to weigh yourself down with like a hamburger or something because you're gonna feel like shit and you're gonna be in a food coma and you're not gonna want to do anything. Lots and lots of water for sure. If you have access to bring, especially going to Jennings, it's going to be warm there. Make sure you bring a pop-up canopy and a chair.
Pedialyte. Bring Pedialyte.
Got it. Packed today.
Yeah, good. Pedialyte. Bring some tools for your bike, tire gauge, and some simple tools for your bike just in case you need to adjust something. Do you know how to set your bike up, like how to tape up everything for the track?
No, what do you have to do? I have to bring like masking tape, like the blue painter's tape or something.
So yes, yep. Bring the blue painter's tape.
Yeah, that's good.
You don't want to bring. You don't want to use duct tape on taping up like your lights or anything, because when the headlight, unless you turn the headlights off, literally like unplug the bulb, they get hot and the duct tape will melt onto your headlights and it'll be a mess to get off. So if you want to pretty it up, if you want to add some jazz to your track bike, right? Once you put the painter's tape on, then you can get colorful duct tape and give it some jazz if you want, but don't put the duct tape directly on top of anything on your bike.
Not first.
Not first. Do the blue painter's tape. It's really easy to come off.
Okay.
Are you riding with or is it a Jennings Pride a day, or is it like a group that you're riding with, or an organization?
And somebody will always help you.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's a private day.
Okay.
And I don't know how many riders they have, but I think there's a beginner group. I'll be in there.
There'll be plenty of people that'll be more than willing to help.
Yes.
That's good. Sometimes you have people that are willing to help, and sometimes not so much.
I think it'll be different out of track though.
That's
So
why you
this
have to come to Marika's day.
But I'm telling you, your life will change coming to one of my days. If you can make it to the extravaganza in May, I mean that is like the
North
beginning
Carolina
of the season party, and then you have that's in North Carolina, and then we have Bonnie and I teamed up to do a day at NYST. That's July 22nd, which is going to be a smaller version of the extravaganza. Women dedicated, women focused track day. We have an all women's novice group, an all women's advanced group. I do have a couples group where the woman and her significant other could ride, because most track day organizations, they're in different skill levels groups. So the woman's usually a novice and the guy's like an intermediate, and they never get a chance to ride together. So for the couples group, they actually get a chance to ride together. And I also have a group in the morning. It's called the DOT group, which is Discovery of Track Riding, which is the very beginners who've never been on the track before. They have their own group. So don't have to have the intimidation factor of having the more experienced riders around them. They get their feet wet, they get the classroom time and the track time, and then after lunch, they get integrated into the regular groups once they get some confidence built up and know what's going on the track.
Right, I need that
because I just realized that that's what DOT meant for you. I just
it sounds like you should be there.
Yeah, that kind of track day is what I need, because the first time I ever got on a bike was in my MSF course in 2018, and I didn't know where to put a key in. I didn't know where the brake was, where the clutch was. I found myself out. I couldn't do it. It was too much for me to do. And I went home and I was like, this is not for you. And I thought about it, gave myself a couple months, and I'm like, you know what? All these people can do it. Why can't you do it? So I decided to pay for private lessons every weekend, and for about a month and a half to 2 months, and just built up my confidence until I was able to get it. And then I went back to MSF.
For like, you know, most people, if they would have gotten that discouraged and walked away from it, would have never came back. Yep. And it took some balls for you to get back out there and do it, and now to do a track day. So kudos to you. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited.
Right.
And I love this.
Well, we all gotta start somewhere.
Yep. Talking about starting somewhere, Bonnie, how did you come up with the name Unicorn Motorcycle Gang?
It's not a motorcycle gang, it's just Unicorn Gang. It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. So pretty much it was a group of girls, and we just were like, we were always told, finding a girl that rides is like, finding a unicorn. And it kind of just stuck, and we were like known as the Unicorns. So, it's not one specific person or anything like that. It's literally a lifestyle. So rides, who's on top of her stuff. You got a career, you're a mother. You may not be a mother, but you're a mother, you're handling your business, you're pretty, and you're still balancing, being a woman and being a biker. And that's what makes you a unicorn, because it's such a rare thing to find a dope chick who rides a bike, let alone a chick who rides a bike as it is. But to find a dope chick who rides a bike, that's what makes you a
And
unicorn.
in heels.
So that's how we got Unicorn Gang. And here we are.
Yeah,
And in heels with your
Yep.
makeup and your hair flowing.
Talking about getting
No, you gotta keep it going.
your hair done and stuff.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. It's definitely it's a lifestyle.
Kayleigh actually does microblading, eyebrow microblading. Yeah, well, I've been seeing your stuff. It's kind of good.
I got
So
certified.
can you
Just
explain
trying to find-
microblading?
Yeah, so I mean, mine are awful. I really need mine done, but for a lot of girls, you're filling them in every single day, and like I've crashed my bicycle, I have scars in my eyebrows, like it's just bad. But it's like a semi-permanent version of a tattoo, basically. But there's just different ways to do it. So you have either the makeup look or a more natural look. And you need to touch up like every year or two. But I got certified to do that in October. So I've been doing it when I can. I'm just trying to find a place to work out of, which it's kind of hard now because of COVID. A lot of places only want so many people in their offices. So hopefully I'll be doing that soon out of a location. And then if you guys are in North Carolina and you want your eyebrows done, you can come visit me.
I'll definitely hit you up when I'm
I'll
over
stop
there.
by on my way down.
Yeah. It's just different. I've always been artistic, painting,
Right.
and stuff like that. So it kind of took like more of a girly version, because more often than not, like Marika said, if I'm not working or something, I'm on a bike, whether it's a bicycle, a dirt bike, at the track. Like I went to Daytona and I wasn't racing, but just to help out some of my friends that were doing the 200. So the whole microblading thing kind of just allows me to have like my girly artistic side come out when I don't want to be a badass biker.
Can I ask a question? So what's the difference
See,
between like
Kayleigh,
tinting and
I'll
microblading?
have heels on soon too on a bike.
Tweezing? Microblading is... Oh, sorry.
No, tinting.
Oh, tinting, like, one of my friend's eyebrows that I did, she has really blonde eyebrows. So tinting would just be basically going in and almost dyeing them like you do your hair. But I went in and microbladed them just to give her more hair. So, like, I would need full-on microblading or powder brows just to fill them in more. Because of overplucking, I don't really have any left. But a lot of people with lighter color hair have a lot of eyebrows. You just don't notice them as much because they're so light.
Okay, got it.
So girls,
You have
you know
nice
you could
eyebrows.
ride a motorcycle and still be a girl.
Thank you.
I try my best.
So I know you guys are going to do your women's track day on July 22nd. Do you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Vani, you want to take this over? Okay, she's not there, so.
So July 22nd up at my service sucks, bro.
Borrow your neighbors.
I'm about to
Yeah, use your
change
neighbors.
locations.
Yeah,
No,
Marika.
hold on. I have to change locations because this ain't it. Everybody's gonna see my house now. Oh well.
Marika, you go.
I
Okay.
can't do this. This is bad.
So, I've been doing my Ruts To Racelines, my women's focused events down in North Carolina, mostly because
Yes.
the track NC Bike sponsors me. So I've been working with them ever since I was with Team Promotion doing Track Day Girl. It's kind of where it started. If you go on my website, there's a history of kind of like how I got started and how it morphed into Ruts To Racelines. The whole thing is there. I'm not gonna get into it now. But I know there's a lot of women who ride up north, North Carolina, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Delaware, Pennsylvania, and it's kind of a bit of a drive for them to get to North Carolina to come to my events. And they see what we're doing, they see what a fun event it is, they see the girls talking about it, and they want to go, but it's just too far. So I've been wanting to find a track where I can provide Ruts To Racelines for the women up north since I started. And the problem is the track rental is really expensive. Like, what you guys don't know is I only charge enough to cover expenses. Like, I'm not doing this as a business. I'm definitely not making money at it, but I want to provide a safe and less intimidating environment for women to get confident on the track and get confident in the skills of riding. So that way they could either get better street riding or dirt bike riding, you know, different disciplines help you with street riding and track riding. But the women up north are like, when are you going to come north? When are you going to come north? I'm like, guys, I can't afford the track rentals. I just can't. It's too expensive. I don't want to charge you guys an arm and a leg to make this happen. Like, I still want to make it affordable for you guys. That's one of my biggest things, is that it's affordable as well. And I called Greg at New York Safety Track, and I was like, Greg, this is what I'm doing. This is what I want to do. I'm trying to have a private all-women's event because I know that he does private track rentals. Wanted to know how much it costs. And of course, during the week is a lot cheaper to rent the track than weekends. And I told him what I was trying to do. He says, I got to hook you up with Bonnie. Bonnie is trying to do the same thing. She's got like 20 women riders, and you need to hook up with her, and you guys need to team up and do an event. So he gave me her phone number, and we called one another. I don't know if she called me or I called her, and we're like BFFs now, and we're going to kill it at New York Safety Track July 22nd. When I first talked to her, I just had her tell me like what her goals were, what her focus was, is like why she wanted to do it, and pretty much her mission was the same as mine. So we just had to get together and make this happen, and I'm really excited to be able to provide this for women up north. Like, somebody said to me today that I'm providing a boutique track day experience, and I guess that's right, because it's not like any other track day. I mean, like, I have 20 hand-picked coaches. You have the max, my events sell out when there's 75 riders. You will never have an overcrowded track day experience at my events. You go to a regular track day, unfortunately, there's, 150 people signed up. So it can get pretty intimidating, even if you're a little bit more experienced. When you have 35, 40 people in the same group as you, that can get pretty intimidating. So the max that you would have at my event is 25 riders plus coaches.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's good. So I'll be comfortable.
So we'll see you July 22nd, yes?
Yes.
That's right.
I'll be there too, looking at you guys.
I had to change locations. My Wi-Fi was tripping.
Oh, you're good now. Yeah.
That's a nice mirror.
Thank you.
I love home decor. Home decor.
I was like, let me just go downstairs. Everybody on YouTube's going to see my house. Oh, well. Forget it.
Well, throughout the whole time, it was breaking out, so nobody saw anything.
Oh, good.
There's been some questions about how to sign up and why I don't have a click here to sign up link. I want Ruts To Racelines to be intimate, and it needs to be personal. It needs to be one-on-one. I want to talk to everybody that's signing up. I want to answer their questions. I want to know who you are personally, and I want to make sure that you're getting into the right group and that you don't have any questions that are left unanswered. This is all coming from experiences that I've had in the past, so I try to create an environment where anything that could possibly be a negative experience to start with, I just want to nix that. So to register for my events, you go to my website, you email me, say, hey, I want to sign up for the New York Safety Track event July 22nd, and I say, hey, what's your experience? That's awesome. What's your experience? Do you ride with any other groups? You answer me back, and then I provide the information on how to sign up. I don't want it to be cold and impersonal. That's the one thing that it needs to be intimate. And as I grow, people have asked me, so what's going to happen if you have all these women who are interested in riding and you grow? Are you going to allow yourself to become another tractor organization where you have 150 women signed up? Which is fantastic, by the way. Like, having 150 women at the track, that's fucking awesome. But I don't want that to be the case, because then it's not intimate anymore. It's more than 25 riders on the track. So you're still going to have the same issues as you would as a newer rider. Now, the more experienced girls, Kayleigh, you can speak up here. The advanced riders, right? They are not intimidated. They're a lot of them are racers. They're not intimidated by riding with the guys or riding in a full track day that's, you know, full of people. They don't care, but they come to my events because they love riding with other women. They love riding with their girlfriends. They just have it's a girls' day for them on the track.
Kayleigh, do you do a lot of women's track days?
Just Marika's, which, like I said before, those are probably my most fun and enjoyable track days of the season. It's just refreshing. I don't know, you go to a regular track day and it's just like chaos. There's guys all over trying to figure their stuff out with their egos and whatever. But the girls' day is just fun, and it's rewarding to have someone come up to you and ask for help for something, whether it's their turn-in point, where they should be getting on the brakes, their body position. But to go back out and work with them and then see it all kind of fall into place, like, it's just such a great feeling. And I coach with N2, and they're a great organization, but the guys just, they don't want to listen to the girls because they think we don't know what we're talking about. But it's just like a breath of fresh air going to Marika's events because it's so laid back. Like, people that I've met that are really good friends of mine now, I've met them through the track. It's not intimidating at all. Everyone's there to help, whether they're riders, they're coaches, whatever. Like, coming to the track, you're going to find that it's like a whole new family for you. And literally everyone there will be willing to lend a hand and try to help you because, one, they want you to feel safe on the track, but I mean, you want to get the most out of the track day. Like, you're paying for it. It's something that you invested time in. So it's just really great that people will go out of their way to make sure that you're able to get as much out of it as you can.
But Kayleigh, before you started coaching for me, you were a customer. You were paying to come and ride. Why were you paying to come and ride for Ruts To Racelines?
Because it's an all-girls day. It is fun. It is kind of intimidating with the guys, but just to be able to go out there with your friends and work with, I don't know, it's a day that you can have. You don't have to worry about any egos or anything. It's just like, some girls go to the mall and they go shopping, but like, once you're at the track, you go to Marika's event and you have your all-girls day to hang out and just have fun with everyone. And it's a lot easier to go with your friends that you're already comfortable with to help answer questions or anything like that. It's an all-around good time.
You come for the bike wash, don't you?
I didn't even get to see the bike wash.
Oh no!
So, wasn't there?
So last year we didn't have a bike wash because of COVID, right? So we were lucky to have a track day. So the year before that, we have a bike wash, and the girls get to have their bikes washed by the guys, and they pay a donation, which we donate to the Road Racing Air Fins Fund.
Nice.
And so that's a fun part of it too.
It's like magic.
Well, that's perfect since they always have women in bikinis doing it.
I'm coming.
Well, you know, they take their shirts off. Some of them we want them to keep the shirts on, but for the most part.
Well, since we're still talking about the track, I have this question that I've been drilling in my head this whole week. What do you guys do when you guys want to use the bathroom with this tracksuit on? Because I know it's hard to put on, it's hard to take off. Pretty sure the guys don't have a problem using the bathroom, but what do we do when we need to rush to the bathroom?
There's like a dance that you do to get in and out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try to find the handicap bathroom if there is one.
Yes. Bigger. Because
yeah,
the
you
arms
gotta
go
do like
start doing these.
Yeah, it's worse than like the skinny
Yeah.
stands. You really have to like just shimmy it kind of down, and then it doesn't come down all the way. So
and you gotta hold the arms up so that way they don't.
Oh my god, sounds like a big mission.
Yeah, you gotta like wrap them around you. It's a lot.
It's a science, Kristin. You'll figure it out though.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have to go
Get
with
it
another
done.
girl and have her.
Well, I'm gonna be over there. I'm gonna be over there in Jennings. I won't be riding, but I'll be over there.
Chachy, I'm
Well,
gonna
make
call
sure you have on an underlayer, and then your suit will like slide off way easier. Cause I messed up one year and just had like my leggings and a sports bra thinking I was cute, and I was stuck. And I was like, what the, I can't get out of here. And I had to, you know, it was a lot. I didn't like it. I didn't like the octopus dance I had to do to get out of it, to go to the bathroom. It was a struggle. So now make sure, even though it's hot, you got the underlayer, a long sleeve, long legged pant. That way it literally just slides right off of you.
Yeah, I bought a Moto D undersuit,
Perfect.
the one that like keeps cool, and then
Yeah.
I bought the cool socks, and then
perfect.
The strap to hold it up as I like
Yeah.
walk around.
Okay, so
I
the,
hope
the,
that
the
helps.
problem,
Perfect.
problem
You're
with
good
the
to
Moto
go.
D, the problem with the Moto D though is it's like a one piece, so you still gotta fucking take it off to go pee.
Yeah.
Well, they have the two-piece ones. You got the two-piece one or the one-piece one?
I got a
Oh.
one piece.
Oh, you're gonna struggle out of that one too.
You're gonna
I'm
get
still
naked at the
rocking
track.
one piece
Girl,
for
you
now.
gotta learn.
Chachy,
You'll get
I
there.
need
You'll
your
get
help.
there,
I'll help
baby.
you.
Don't worry.
No, it's doable. I got the one piece. You can make
doable.
things happen. It's just hard.
So, with regards to gear, as you may or may not know, I have this like bedazzled helmet. Can I wear that on the track or no?
It depends on the org.
Is
I would
it
not
DOT
let you.
certified?
It's a Shoei 1200. Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, well, okay. Certain tracks have different requirements. You're not like a pro or anything. Any track I've been to, I haven't had an issue. So I don't like take my totally airbrushed helmet. I'll take like my basic helmet. But as long as it's DOT Snell approved, you're fine typically. But they're gonna want to see the sticker.
You can show us.
Can you see this?
She's blinging over there.
Oh,
Like in Jennings, you can't have a certain kind
You're
of.
gonna blind everybody in the track.
I'd say no.
No.
I don't think
it's
so, baby.
distracting. Chachy, you're on point. It's distracting, right? It's gonna catch light in certain ways and it could like affect somebody else's riding. But if one of those pieces fell off on the track, that's a danger in itself. If one of those pieces came
Yeah,
off.
you'd be surprised, but a little rock would do.
Yeah, I wouldn't let you use it at Ruts To Racelines.
Okay, I'll be going to Cycle Gear tomorrow.
Yes, you will.
Good.
Try Bell. I love Bell helmets.
Good that you mentioned something, Kristin.
Does Bell have the transition visor?
Yeah, all of the helmets.
You can get
really
one.
get one.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I don't know
But,
if the sun will like bother my eyes, you know?
No, just try on
No.
different helmets because like different brands obviously will fit differently. So I love Bell just because of the technology that goes into it. But that tends to be the one that fits me best. I really wanted an Arai helmet and even the extra small. It doesn't fit right. So you want to be safe. So once you put it on, don't buy something just because of how it looks. Obviously,
The
you're
name, yeah.
But you want to buy whatever feels snug enough on your head and it feels like it fits the right way. Because everyone's gonna swear by a different kind of helmet, so you just have to go based on what feels most comfortable to you, but what feels like it fits, like a glove, I guess you could say.
Right.
Yeah, I had a problem with the Shoei. I had the same helmet, and for the track, I couldn't use it because when I tucked down, the way it fit my head, and the field of vision in the visor is much smaller. So when I went into a tuck, I couldn't see up top. I lost my field of vision a lot.
Oh.
So it could
which
fit
one
differently
for you?
on your head. It might fit differently. I had to put something actually on the top of the helmet to kind of make it rise up, so that way it opened up my field of vision. And it got to the I actually gave the helmet away because I couldn't. I was using it for track only, and I ended up with the next helmet. But all depends on what Kayleigh said. How to make sure it feels right. It's different shaped heads, different style helmets fit them. I have a Bell helmet, I have a HJC, I have different brands. I have a helmet for each one of my bikes because, matchy. We're the little girls.
Always have to keep the style going.
That's right.
All right, guys, so we got 5 minutes left, so I'm going to let you guys go ahead and give your shout-outs out, and we're going to cut it. Okay, guys?
Who's
Go
shouting
ahead,
out
Bonnie.
first?
You?
Oh, ew. Let me shout out Brooklyn Hood ladies. Shout out all my Demon Time freaks. They know who they are. All my ladies who are out there in the street riding, who I see on Instagram, and they send me a message. I'm more than welcome to talk to you guys to answer any questions that you may have. I get DMs all the time. I'm very personable. I don't bite very hard. And yeah, thank you guys for having us. This was like really nice to get together and have an icebreaker of the track and what to expect to an extent. And yeah, see you guys July 22nd.
Some skills.
You can rent a bike there. They have everything.
Oh, they have the beginning. Yeah.
Rent gear.
Yeah, they have, you can literally rent everything. All you need to come really with is your person. They have boots, gloves, the bike, and yeah, your helmet. But they have the suit, the boots, the gloves, the bike. They have everything you need. And then, when you get to the track is like a really big family. So if we see you're struggling, somebody's going to come and help you or ask you if you need help. Like, I know it seems very intimidating because it's a brand new, thing, but literally the track is like a huge family. And it's really dope to like show up somewhere totally new, you don't know anybody, and the person next to you is like, hey, you need a socket wrench here. Like, it's like as if you've known them forever. It's like really nice. It's a great camaraderie on the track.
I'll see you on July 22nd.
Yay!
I'll be helping you with your suit also again.
You'll be holding your arms when you pee, so you're good.
Guys,
tell me about it.
I know.
Everything they do is lucky.
So I want to give a shout out and a thank you first off to my husband Greg, who support me, and he kind of gave me the push that I needed to even start Ruts To Racelines on my own. To everybody, all the girls, all the women for the R2R squad, I love you guys. Thank you for your support. I really wouldn't be here without you, and I appreciate each and every one of you. The Ruts To Raceline coaches, Kayleigh, especially you, love you, girl. The coaches are awesome. They are always willing to help. They give their 100% to Ruts To Racelines and to the events, and I love you guys for that. I have a huge list of sponsors and supporters. I don't have enough time to say thank you to everybody individually, but thank you for all the donors to our raffles. Bonnie and I are going to have a raffle at the New York Safety Track event.
Yes.
We have like 6 or 7.
A lot of cool things on that list.
Yeah, so hope to see you at one of the events, and thank you for the opportunity to meet you ladies today, and thank you to Josh and Butter for having us on the show. Love you all, and hopefully I'll see you at the track.
I just want to thank you guys for making this possible. I think it will really help a lot of people to be able to watch this and just see what to expect and seeing how unintimidating we are. So they'll be warmly welcomed. Marika, for having the event, just because it's the best event that you can go to get yourself to the track without being intimidated. Like Vani was saying, it's a whole family. Everyone's there to help you. No one's going to be any type of way, think they're better or anything like that. It's really like a home away from home, and you get to do something that you love with some dope ass girls. So why would you not want to go?
Exactly.
But yeah, shout out to N2 Track Days. That's who I also coach with during the season. So if you want to do some other track days as well, feel free to check out their schedule. But other than that, feel free to contact me if you have any other questions. Whatever it is, I'm all ears.
Nice. So I guess I'll give my shouts now. So thank you to everyone for tuning in, and I apologize for all the technical difficulties that we had, that sometimes you couldn't hear us or see us clearly. So we're definitely sorry about that.
Sorry, guys.
I want to shout out to my friends in our group, Eat, Sleep, Shift, Repeat, ESSR, everyone who tuned in from Instagram, all of the followers that all of these ladies have, my friends, my family, the riding group that I first started with, Black City, who have been amazing friends since I started and continue to support me, go on tons of rides together, and encourage me to always do better. And Lastly, I want to just mention that we will be doing a weekly bike night on Wednesday nights in Queens. So it's going to be my group, Black City, as well as the motorcycle app called Tonnet. It's basically the Instagram for motorcyclists where you can ask questions, post your bike, post rides, join
Oh, that's
rides.
cool.
Yeah, so it's called Tonit, Tonit. So you can go in, create a profile, and sign up for some rides, meet some new people, create like a little riding group if you want. Come to these Wednesday
Oh, let
night
me
bike
go
nights that we're
download
going to be
that.
doing.
That's cute.
So Wednesday nights we're gonna have like some food, drinks, hookah, music. It has indoor and outdoor seating, you know, because COVID is still around. But yeah, it's gonna be starting the first Wednesday in April. An amazing vibe, and hopefully we all get to meet each other and meet new people to ride with and hang out with. So
All right.
also thank you to Beyond the Apex and Hustle Kings for having me.
You up
Bye,
next.
guys. Well, thank you for having me, and thank you for letting me interview you guys. You guys are wonderful, and hopefully I'll see you guys July 22nd. I'll be trying to get into that beginner course for the first time. Definitely gonna do it with
Do
all
it.
women's.
You in there, girl.
Yeah,
Send that
definitely gonna do
email.
that. So Marika, if you get that soon, you already know. And yeah, hopefully I see you guys soon. Bye.
All righty.
Thank you.